Hey, this is Bob from All Things New. One of the worst things you gotta do as a woodworker is get rid of junk. And I get so much, and I have so much from over the years. And I'll show you all the stuff I gotta do. Sometimes I put it off for so long, I end up just having a big burn pile. Get rid of stuff through Facebook Marketplace to get rid of project pieces that I'm not gonna work on anymore. And this is how it all goes. Be right back. This is what I mean. This is what I call a death pile. eBayers know a death pile is something that you just gotta get rid of. And this is one of them. Some of this wood is still good, but I just kept it and stored it. And I did store it in this. It's a greenhouse, and a storm hit and blew it all down, and it is a mess. And I gotta get rid of everything that's in there. It's all going to get burned. And I'll show you my other pile. My wife would not want me to be showing anyone this. But anyway, these are all projects that we decided to keep. One day, these will be something. And there it is. This was a run-in for our horses. And we don't have horses anymore. But anyway, these pieces here were pulled out. They're going to be kind of, they're not going to get all burned. I'm going to take pieces off of them. They all have some pretty good things on them. Some of the stuff is still in good condition. All the handles, the hinges, that'll all be taken off. I also keep these things, these decorative pieces. And as you can see, some of the stuff, some of this furniture, it just was made with this flake board. Even back in the day, they used that stuff. We're talking about probably as early as the 70s, maybe not in the 60s. That was still real wood. They used maple, a lot of maple. But these are going to be all dismantled, and that's part of the job of woodworking, unfortunately. But if you can trim it down and get a nice storage area, which we're going to plan to do with another area of the yard, that would be our next project in the future sometime. So see you again in just a few. Well, it's really starting to cook. Our goal is to get rid of this wood, but I'm not going to throw it all away because it's not all bad. I'm going to get rid of the rotted stuff, and I'll store better what's left over, because that stuff is just impossible to find again. Some of the things I have in this pile, believe it or not, and along with the hardware that might be attached to it. So we're moving along. We'll reach our goal today. Time to take a break and feed the ladies. Good morning, ladies. 10 of our chickens, very good layers, and all they want is food. I will say they are some of our friendliest chickens we've ever had. All right, back to work. And here it is. all cleaned up. There's the rack. My wife will use that for something else. She loves it. I built that about 6 or 7 years ago, and it's held up a good long time, but it is really showing some age. But I'll fix it up for her. She likes gardening and she likes to work off of it, but she also likes a clean area, and that's what I gave her today. She's gonna be so pleased. But anyway, I'm gonna show you one last shot of the fire and we'll be right back. The video right here did not take us that long. We had a lot of wood to burn and get rid of. I didn't realize how much of that was really rotted. And it didn't take us but about 2 hours. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. This is Bob from Old Things New. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. And so starts our burn day. We got a lot to burn. Fortunately, we live in a town that allows us to have bonfires and things. We live in the country. We live in rural South Jersey, in a town that is in the middle of a lot of big areas of population. Our population is very low, but all around us we have a lot of people. And we live a very quiet life out here, so we get to do a lot of things that people who live in those other areas really don't get to do. So, see you on the next one. I'll be adding to this fire, and then we'll see what the area looks like when I'm done.